Shalom, Yasharallah, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom unto the elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. All right? So, a lot of you that are in this truth understand that, our uniform, what we wear, is as Israelites is we put fringes on the borders of our garments and a ribbon of blue. Okay, and I want to go into that a little bit and also into what that represents and how it ties into wisdom and knowledge, which is going to be the stability of our times. Okay, so first let's go ahead and go to Numbers chapter 15, and we're going to start on verse 38. It says, "Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of Yahawah, and do them." All right, so the basically the original purpose of this was, when you look down and you see all these little stringies right here, all right, that represents one of the commandments of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, because again, there was around 613 laws, if I'm not mistaken. All right, there was a lot of different laws. So when you look down, each one of those little stringies represents, each one of those fringes represents a law that we are to keep. Okay, and then this blue is a part of that, right? So let's keep it going. It says, "And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you use to go a whoring." Right, and Israel is likened unto a woman, because again, our husband is Yahawashi HaMashiach. All right, the son of Yahawah. Okay, so we're to be faithful to him and not whoring out here with all these different philosophies and religions and ideologies and bullshit, right? So yeah, okay, that's the purpose of the fringe. Okay, and verse 40 says that ye may remember and do all, not some, it says all my commandments, and be holy unto your power. I am Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your power. I am Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, your power. All right, and the Lord wrote that a lot, or said that a lot in the Old Testament here. Especially in the first 5 books of the Bible, it's a constant reminder. Hey, He is our power who brought us out of the land of Egypt, which Egypt means slavery. Okay, and he brought us out of every captivity, and he's finna bring us out of this one soon, Yasharallah. Soon we about to get delivered out of this hellhole called Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, and all the nations in which the brothers are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so let's get a precept real quick to Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38, 39, 40, and 41. We're gonna go to Sirach chapter 6 and 30. Okay, and this chapter is speaking about wisdom. Okay, and it says, let's go start from verse 28. It says, "For at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. For there is a golden ornament upon her, and her bands are purple lace." Okay, now this purple lace is going back to Numbers, where it says, the borders, you put a fringe of the borders, a ribbon of blue. So there's a ribbon of blue, all right, which is this blue ribbon right here is purple lace. Okay, I have my 1611 King James Bible here. Has a little footnote there, and it says, "or a ribbon of blue silk," and it gives the precept Numbers 15 and 38. All right. So this is talking about the same thing. All right. So when you read Sirach, okay, this chapter and even the chapter before this is going into wisdom, speaking of wisdom as a woman, okay, the same way the book of Proverbs does. I don't know exactly what verse it starts at, but you know, you could find it, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, I don't want to make this video too long, but this is talking about wisdom here, okay? So let's read that again. For there is a golden ornament upon her, and her bands are purple lace. Thou shalt put her on as a robe of honor, and shalt put her about thee as a crown of joy. Because we used to wear turbans, Yasharala, and the turbans will also have a ribbon of blue and fringes, and you can still buy these on the internet today. A lot of brothers, Great Millstone, and you know, the brothers of you know, of the house of David, really, you know, because there's other brothers out there who aren't in Great Millstone, but who preach the same doctrine, right, which is the 100% truth of the scriptures. Okay. So yeah, wisdom is what this represents, this blue ribbon. So each fringe represents the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and then the blue ribbon represents wisdom. Okay, so it's wisdom and following the commandments. All right, and we're gonna break this down even deeper, and we're gonna see what is wisdom. All right, so let's start with Psalms 111 and 10. And it says, the fear of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI is the beginning of wisdom. All right, so the fear of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI is wisdom, man. So really, this blue ribbon is wisdom, but really the root of wisdom is the fear of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. All right, so we are to fear God and keep his commandments, as this shirt represents. All right, and we're going to get a precept for that in a second. The fear of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. See? Fear of the Lord, keeping his commandments goes hand in hand. His praise endureth forever. You see, Yasharala? So it's fear of the Lord, keeping the commandments. All right? That's the whole duty of man. Let's get that. Ecclesiastes. All right? And the final chapter. We're going to go to 12. All right? Scroll down and start on verse 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books there is no end, and so much study is a weariness of the flesh. All right, speaking about the books of the Bible. All right, there is no end, all right, to writing these books. All right, because, you know, really, you'd have to fill up the whole world with books. All right, I believe that's in the New Testament. It talks about that. And it says, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. All right, and the point is here in verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right, we are to fear Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and keep his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. You see? Because what is fearing the Lord? It's wisdom. You see? And what is wisdom? All right, keeping the commandments. All right, so at the end of the day, these are all metaphors for the same thing. You see? So let's keep going real quick. I want to get a couple more precepts. All right. Let's go to, because I know right now, look, Yasharella, we're in the last days. All right. We're at the very, you know, like the brother Amawan Gabar said, the end of all things is at hand. All right. And of course, that's in the book of Peter, I believe. All right. But yeah, we're pretty much there. I mean, they got, you know, tanks rolling down the street, Humvees and military vehicles. You got the CBDC getting ready to kick it up, you know, getting ready to dump the dollar and start this new system. All right, you got Esau getting ready to turn off the lights and electricity. It's about to be chaos out here, man. So what's gonna keep us stable? All right, let's read Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 1. It says, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled. All right, who's that speaking about? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, he stole this land from the Native Americans. All right, he stole their labor through slavery, and yes, he did enslave them. All right, he killed them. All right, not to mention the native inhabitants of the Caribbean islands, the so-called Latino tribes of Ephraim, Manasseh. All right, Simeon. Okay, and of course, you got all the other tribes, right? That Esau did that to. All right, it says, woe to thee that spoilest and was not spoiled. All right, what was it? Something like $200 trillion worth of gold was stolen from the island of Puerto Rico alone. You see, Yasharallah? All right, every Puerto Rican here would be rich today. You see? And knowing how we are as the tribe of Aparium, you know, that wealth would trickle down to more opportunities for the brothers, all right, of other tribes as well, right? But it was the Lord's will for it to happen this way, man, all right, because we had to be made subject unto sin, and that's a much deeper lesson that, you know, we can't go into right now, all right? But it says, woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. You see? And that's Jake, man. Jake wants to be friends with the white man. Well, Jake wants to be friends with Edomites. You know? They just want to let... You know, the funny thing is, man, after all this shit Esau done did to you, destroying your heritage, your language, your people, your ancestors, and they destroy your children to this day with the rap music and the Planned Parenthood and the alphabet community and all these things these damn Edomites are pushing. All right, and Jake is still out here cooning for the goddamn white man, man. Hey, at the end of the day, man, if you want to be with them, guess what? You're going to die with them, Jake. All right? But that's besides the point, all right? That's Jake for you, man. Jake is not like Esau, man. Esau is just this cruel, evil demon on the earth, man. Destroying everybody, and especially the people that are the most innocent. The people that don't do anything, you know, they're not wicked like by nature, you know. The Israelites are a superior people, a people with a heart, you know. But what do you have? Esau out here being cruel, treacherous, and what does Jake do? Oh, let's just be friends. When at the end of the day, Yasharallah, all right, you should be praying for this man's downfall. All right. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. Right? And Esau is getting to that point where he can't spoil no more. Spoil means to steal, right? He can't steal no more. Right, because the Lord YAHAWASHI is getting ready to take these curses off of Jake and put them on Esau. It says, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. All right, and because again, hey, at the end of the day, Yasharallah, everything they done unto us, we gonna do unto them double. All right. Verse 2, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, be grateful unto us, we have waited for thee. But thou their arm be thou their arm every morning, our salvation also in the time of trouble. At the noise of the tumult, the people fled. A tumult is a loud noise, right? At the lifting up of thyself, the nations were scattered. Right? The Lord's getting ready to lift up a standard here in Babylon the Great, man. Because what's going to happen? The devil's going to come down on this place with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. You see? Verse 4, and your spoil shall be gathered like the gathering of the caterpillar, as the running to and fro of locusts shall he run upon them. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. Because again, as the scriptures say, judgment starts in the house of the Lord. Right? Let's get that precept real quick. First Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God, right, of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? All right, speaking of Esau and these 2/3, man, what's gonna happen to y'all, man? All right, it says, cause yeah, that judgment is gonna be crazy, man. I mean, we had how many rappers die? Over 300 rappers died in 2021. All right, you got a lot of Israelites dying from the juicy juice. All right, and you got a lot of Israelites out here still in poverty, oppression, in the jailhouses. Hey, the devil's getting ready to come out with a huge, crazy wrath, man. And a lot of you jakes are gonna be put to death. All right, including you women out there, man. You Eves. All right, a lot of y'all gonna be put to death. All right, and the elect, hey, even we're gonna be tried. It's gonna be a time of where we're gonna be tested. All right, so when all hell is out here breaking loose and shit hits the fan, hey, verse 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, is his treasure. You see, that's our treasure, Yahweh. That's our treasure, Yasharallah. All right, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. All right, if y'all don't have one of these shirts, go ahead and buy one. All right, like I said, man, if you're broke, you don't have money, just buy an extra large one, like a big one that's a few sizes larger than you, and then just cut it up so that you could wear it like a cape. You could wear it like it's like the hole on the top for the head. You cut the sleeves off, and then you cut down the sides, and then you could just kind of put it over top of anything, man. And yeah, I wear this when I'm at the house. I'm not saying you got to go out and wear it everywhere, right? But it's a reminder, man. This is our heritage, man. This is the scriptures told us that we should have these, man. This is a part of our heritage. All right, and everybody gonna be wearing fringes in the kingdom, man. Or at least the Israelites are. Let's read that again. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Okay, what is wisdom, man? And we gotta make this repetitive, because at the end of the day, repetition is key. All right, let's go Psalms 111 and 10. All right, the fear of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Okay, so this right here is the stability of our times, Yasharallah. All right, wisdom and knowledge. All right, what is wisdom? Fearing YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI and following his commandments. All right, you have to be terrified of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. And if you're not terrified of him, it's because you're ignorant. You don't know what the hell's going on in this world if you're not afraid of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. All right, and you need to get humbled down and pray that YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI instill you with the fear of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. All right, because if you're not afraid, you're a profane person like Esau, and you're gonna be destroyed. So don't be like Esau, man. All right, let's see what else. What else do you need apart from wisdom? You need knowledge. Let's go to Proverbs. Okay, right, Proverbs 1 verse 7. What does it say? It says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation." So wisdom and knowledge. So let's get Proverbs 1 and 7. It says, "The fear of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is the beginning of knowledge." Okay, you see, so that's the key to everything, Yasharallah. You gotta fear YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay, and so that's a lot of you out there. You need to stop being rock-headed. Stop hating wisdom. All right, stop hating following the laws of YAHAWASHI, and stop hating when people try to instruct you, man. When the brothers out here preaching and they cut you with the scriptures, hey, take the cut, man. Don't buck up against them. Don't get all angry. Don't try to lie to yourself and be like it's everything in the world is a coincidence. No, man, accept the harsh reality of life. Stand up and be a man. Be manful. Alright? Proverbs 1:7. The fear of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is the beginning of wisdom, but fools despise wisdom and knowledge. You see? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is his treasure. All right, let's go to real quick Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, and we're just gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon real quick. All right, actually before we hit that, let's go to Amos 3:6, man. All right, let's go to Amos 3:6. I'm going to give y'all a reason, okay? Because a lot of y'all might not know. But, the Lord controls everything. YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI controls everything. All right, Amos 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? That's a rhetorical question. All right, because in Israel, when there was danger, when something horrible happened, or when something was about to happen that's horrible, they would blow the trumpet, right? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Of course they're going to be afraid. You see? All right. Shall there be evil in a city and Yahweh hath not done it? See? So this is now, a lot of you right now are confused, right? Because you grew up in a Christian church thinking, oh, well, the Lord can only do good. Evil is done by the devil, and the Lord is trying to beat the devil, and it just takes time. See, that's some bullshit, man. No, even the devil works for Yahweh. At the end of the damn day, the angels and the demons, all right? Satan and YAHAWASHI, you see? Now, of course, YAHAWASHI is on a higher level than Satan, all right? But, you got the good powers and you got the evil powers, okay? And Yahweh uses both at the end of the day, man. So you want to be on Yahweh's good side. That's why you got to fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Because guess what, man? Y'all think y'all out there are in control? No, man. You're not in control, man. There's such a thing called reincarnation. All right, and a lot of you rock-headed niggas out there, and spicks and wetbacks, all right, and redskins, all right. I'm using the slurs because this is tough love, Yasharala. You see, a lot of you 2/3 dumbasses out there. You're 2/3 for a reason, man. Because in your past lives you were rock-headed, and now in this life you might have reincarnated as a homo, or you might have reincarnated. Let me use another word. You might have reincarnated as someone in the alphabet community. You might have reincarnated as someone that took the juicy juice. You might have reincarnated as somebody that is an atheist. You might have reincarnated as a Satanist. You might have reincarnated as somebody who's crippled. You might have reincarnated as someone who's retarded. And now you can't even read the scriptures to get saved because it's too late. The Lord smited you, man. And now you can't repent whether you want to or not, you see? The Lord ain't begging for you to come back to him, man. At the end of the day, the Lord doesn't need you. So that's why we got to humble ourselves and fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All right? The Lord ain't out here begging people to join him, man. And if you the Lord called you and you out here bullshitting and thinking and being all proud, man, the Lord's going to kill you, man. The Lord's going to kill you, man. All right, and then once you die, you're gonna reincarnate as a cripple or something. Then you're really fucked. How you gonna repent then? You see, you better fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. Yo, let's go to Exodus 20 real quick. What does this say in Exodus 20? And we're gonna start from verse 1. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am Yahweh, thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other powers before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself, nor serve them. And why shouldn't we serve them? There's a colon here. It says, for I, Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So you see that, Yasharallah? All right. This is talking about reincarnation. So for the sins you done now, the iniquities you done now, all right, y'all out here playing witchcraft or Ouija boards and bullshitting, all right, partying and cursing God out and mocking the men of the Lord, the men of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Hey, in 4 generations you're going to come back and the Lord will visit your iniquity. You will pay for your sins whether you like it or not. There is no escape, man. And if you die without paying for it, guess what? You're going to pay for all of that shit in your next life. You know? And it may happen all at once. All right? Salak, Yasharallah. Give me 1 second. Salakia Yasharallah. I'm back. So anyway, it says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And we know that's talking about reincarnation, because it says the children will not pay for the sin of their fathers. Okay, so there's no contradictions in the scriptures. We make it make sense because, you know what, one piece of the puzzle is here, one piece of the puzzle is there. Deuteronomy 24:16. The fathers, I don't know why it's showing it like this. Come on now. Deuteronomy 24:16. The fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin. You see? And then we go back here, and it says, thou shalt not bow down to them, thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto, it's not saying unto the children right away. You got to read the whole thing. It says, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Because you come back in the reincarnation in your father's seed line, or in your bloodline, through your son and his son and his son and his son. That's how it works. You come back in the third and fourth generation. All right? And the rest of this says, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Again, going back to keeping the commandments. All right? So I say all that to show you the power of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and that there is no escaping this. All right? You will be punished with a just balance. All right? You will be punished accordingly. All right? By Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And there's a thing called reincarnation. All right? So now we're going to go to Wisdom of Solomon. We'll go to chapter 10. We'll start at verse 1. All right? Talking about wisdom again. I don't know where the first verse was, but, you know, it was probably in chapter 9. All right? Yeah, chapter 9, verse 9. It says, and wisdom was with thee, which knowest thy works, and was present when thou madest the world, and knew what was acceptable in thy sight and right in thy commandments. Right? And then ever since that verse, is this whole chapter 9 and chapter 10 is talking about wisdom. So let's start in verse 1. It says, she preserved the first formed father of the world. Okay, who's that talking about? Adam. That was created alone and brought him out of his fall, right? Because when Adam sinned, right, by listening to his wife, he fell. Okay, and the next verse, and gave him power to rule all things. See? So, right there, okay, this is talking about Adam being able to rule the animals and all that. But really, it's also talking about YAHAWASHI. Because YAHAWASHI is going to rule all things. All right? And those of you that know, okay, Adam and YAHAWASHI was the same person. All right? YAHAWASHI, the Son of God, all right, first came into the flesh through Adam, then came back as Isaac, then King Solomon, and then finally YAHAWASHI. Okay, and we can get proof to that in Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. The book of the generation of YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, the son of David. Who's the son of David? Solomon. The son of Abraham, which was Isaac. All right. And of course, it makes perfect sense because you had that story where the Lord told Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, brought him up to the mountain to sacrifice him, and then the Lord stopped him. All right, that was foreshadowing what was to come. All right, and of course, you got with Solomon, the Lord said he will bear the iniquity of many people, telling Solomon that. All right, there's no record of Solomon getting beaten for the sins of many. All right, because he had to come back again as YAHAWASHI. All right, but this whole lesson ain't just about reincarnation, but really showing you the depth of the power of Yahweh and how he will punish you for your sins, man. So, I'm giving you every reason in the book why you need to fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Alright? And of course, going back full circle, because we are in that time where, let's get this real quick, where wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is his treasure. Okay, so we really need to fear Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because that's our salvation right there, man. All right, this is a humility thing, man. This isn't about being proud, see who's going to do the best work, who's going to follow the commandments more than the next brother, competing. It's not even like that, man. It's fearing Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man, and asking for forgiveness. Because, you could be the best brother in this life, but what about 10 lives ago? What if you were, a murderer in the past 10 lives? Really, this is going to be mercy through YAHAWASHI HaMashiach that saves us at the end of the day. All right, and of course, proving our faith, as it says in the book of James. All right. James 2:8. Okay. Hang on. That's not it. $2.18, yep. It says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith and I have works. Trying to make a distinction there. Yeah, this brother has faith, but I have the works. It's like, nah. It says, show me thy faith without works. Hey, you have faith but no works. Show me your faith without works. All right, and I'll show you my faith by my works. So let's read that again. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. So we are to show our faith by our works. You see? All right, because hey, faith without works is dead. Okay, disproving the Christian doctrine easily. Okay, what does it say here in New King James Version? Let's go down. Let's see. Yeah, basically it's asking the guy to do an impossible task, right? But someone will say, you have faith and I have deeds. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by my deeds. Because yeah, if I do something, actions speak louder than words. Then you know I believe. If I'm here making these videos every day, of course I believe, man. I could be doing 100 other things, right? But instead I'm making this video. I'm making the sacrifices of righteousness. All right. Not to brag, that's just what it is, right? Just like many of you brothers out there doing. All right. But those people that say, "Oh, I have faith, but I don't have to do works because the Bible just says to believe." You see, that's a half truth. That's a half truth, man. That's like saying, that you just want people to take your word for it, but really you're too scared. You don't actually believe, because if you believed, you would have works. See? And that's part of the work, Yasharallah, following the commandments. All right? And how we do that, the right attitude to be in, the right mentality to be in, Yasharallah, is we have to fear YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So let's close it out real quick with Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is his treasure. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying unto the hopeful elect. And until next time, I say Shalom.